What's up, guys? We are back with another episode of Tomorrow's Tigers. I'm here today with linebacker Keenan Harris. Keenan, how are you doing?
Good, man. I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing good.
Yes, sir.
So we'll get started on high school. Keenan attends SLU, and he's about to graduate. And his team just finished 7-3. You broke a couple records this season. What do you attest your success to?
Man, really just those guys, man. I feel like our success just came with the group that we had and like just all the hard work we put in, especially from the spring and the summer and just in the weight room and just being out there and counting those days and just stacking them and getting better each day. And just the bonds that we build just helped us way a lot, especially in the longer run. So yeah, I most
Yeah,
definitely say those guys, man.
definitely. You were a 4-year varsity starter, breaking that record for most starts, and you finished with 24 wins. What do you think made your team so successful over the past 4 years? I think it was the first time since like 2006 that SLU had 3 straight 7-win seasons.
Yeah, man, it was crazy. Like, really, I really don't even know. Just we were just all just going out there and just each and every week they were just pushing us a different way just to get better each and every week, and then just we'd look at each game just a game at a time and just try to come out victorious each time. And
Yeah,
then with those starts, man, it was just I just was trying to get on the field and stay on the field.
yeah. Over your freshman and sophomore year, you got to play with Ryan Wingo, who was pretty highly touted. Did having those major recruits there because of him get more attention drawn to you, do you think?
Well, I most definitely would say so. Just other coaches and programs just being around and being there for him, and then just happening to see me just out there making plays and running around most definitely helped. Just with him being around, he was a great mentor for me and just like a big brother to me. So it was
Yeah.
good.
You guys still talk?
Yeah, that's my dog.
Nice.
Yeah, that's my dog.
Did he try to pull you over to Texas?
Actually, that's one school that didn't actually offer me. They
Oh,
recruited me a little bit, but by the time whenever they were coming around, it was a little late in my process. So I ain't
gotcha.
really.
Yeah. So over your senior year, you're committed as a linebacker, but you played a lot of running back. You had 12 touchdowns this season. Did you expect to become such a big part of this offense?
Well, originally I started off playing like football, playing receiver. So I've always been on the offensive ball and always had like a knack just for the end zone. So I've always, throughout my 4 years, always tried to make an impact on the offensive side of the ball. And then this year, Coach Cruz basically told me coming into the year that I was going to be a huge key to the team and a huge key, especially on offense. And I loved whenever they would call Hellcat or Wildcat formation and let me go play running back. But I
Yeah.
knew, and I was trying to go score it every time. So it was good.
Yeah. Coming into this season, could you have seen yourself getting those 12 touchdowns?
12 was a lot. I'm not gonna lie, just out of from running the ball, especially for me. But I mean, I most definitely seen me making a huge impact though.
You said you grew up playing wide receiver. Do you prefer offense over defense?
I feel like defense is where I'm gonna make my money at, but I love scoring the ball.
Yeah. Um, can you see Coach Drinkowitz and the Missouri staff, if Coach Drinkowitz is still around, give you the opportunity on offense at that college level?
I mean, I don't know. I've been talking to a lot of people. A lot of people have been questioning me, asking if Coach Drink been talking to me about installing like a little wildcat formation for me because I run it pretty well. So,
Yeah,
man, I mean, I hope so. Shoot, I like scoring the ball, so I feel like I can help him on both sides of the ball.
yeah. So we'll jump over to recruiting. Missouri was your first D1 offer. That came all the way back in 2022. Could you share what that moment was like for you, and were you surprised at all being a
Uh,
freshman?
I most, I most definitely was surprised. I want to say around like 14 years old, and I was just young. And I remember Coach Cruz was telling me that like we was gonna go up just for a little game day visit and stuff. And it was my first time really ever being on a visit, ever actually being in like the inside facilities at Mizzou, and that was back like with all the old stuff, like all the stuff that's there now wasn't even there yet.
Hmm.
So it was just crazy, and then just I got offered by he's not there anymore, but um I can't think of his name, but it was one of the coaches that was previously on the staff,
Gotcha.
and we just sat in the office. I want to say Bush Hardman might have been his name,
Okay.
but yeah, we just sitting in the offices, man, and he was just chopping it up with me, and like eventually at the end of the conversation, they had offered me and stuff, and it was great, man. It was just a great feeling, and it was a start of something that I never really I didn't really understand like how the process really worked coming into high school, but it was just a start of something that was amazing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so you mentioned that it was an old coach. Since then, the coaching staff has shifted a little bit. Now the linebacker coach is Coach Derek Nicholson. He came in early 2025. Did you have an early conversation with him, and did that affect your recruitment?
Um, I just happened to be there the day that he had got there. I think I was on a visit the same day, or at least, or like the day after he had got there. So I got to meet him like pretty early, and it was great, man. I love the energy just he brings, just as a person, like super energetic, and I feel like I'm the same way. So we just matched off the rip.
Awesome. Being from St. Louis, which is just an hour and a half from Columbia, do you think that that played a big role in your decision making?
Most definitely, just so people back home and my family, my friends, and there's a lot of people that I'm connected with. It's just so easy access for them to just come up and see me play, or for me to come back and just be with the fam. So it
Yeah.
was most definitely a big part in my decision.
You took several other visits, like I think Tennessee, maybe a couple others. Which one of those stood out to you the most and why?
I want to say Oklahoma most definitely stood out to me. It was just a great environment and a great place to be, even though those are like starting to become a rival for Mizzou, but.
Hmm.
Um, it was a great place to be, and those guys most definitely were in it for a long time with me. But Mizzou always had me though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
But
gonna be
yeah,
watching the game this Saturday?
I'm most definitely gonna be watching the game this Saturday.
Yeah. So we'll jump over to your fit. You committed in May. Have you been able to talk with a lot of other Tigers since then? The other
Yeah,
commits?
yeah, I have. I've talked to Gavin. I've talked to I know we just got Jaden flipped yesterday,
Mm-hmm. Jaden
and
McGregor, yeah.
that's one of my guys. We
Nice.
played 7-on-7 together, so. That's one
Okay,
of my
cool.
guys, so that was big for us. And I was just on a visit. We just got a flip at corner. He's from California.
Mm-hmm.
I was just on a visit with him, and so I've been talking to a lot of the guys, and like we always text in the group chat and stuff. So it's been good.
Nice. And since you're so close, have you been able to come up a bunch for a bunch of the games? I know
Yeah,
eight home games is a lot.
8 home games is a lot, and I've been throughout my 4 years. I've been to a lot of Mizzou games, but this year I think I was up there at least like 3 or 4 times. So it was
Yeah.
good.
So after talking with Coach Nichols, Drinkwitz, how do you see yourself fitting with the Tiger defense? Maybe in that star role would be my guess.
Really, they're looking at me as like a wheel, but they also are looking at me as like an any down backer. So wherever they best fit me, or wherever I could just play well at and use my skills the best at, is where they're gonna place me and just let me and move me around and just let me be a dog.
Awesome. Well, that's all I got. I appreciate you coming on for tomorrow's Tigers.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you for having me.
Awesome.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to Rock M Radio, a proud partner of Fans First Sports Network. Rock M Radio is the official podcast network of Rock M Plus, a new and exciting subscription service provided by me and the other voices of Rock M Radio. Please take a few moments to head over to rockm.plus and sign up for an account today. The cost is only $5 a month, and benefits include access to our live podcast, a subscriber-only message board, weekly newsletters, and more. If you enjoyed this episode of Rock M Radio and would like to see more just like it beamed directly into your personal device, make sure to click the subscribe button below and tell your friends. Our podcast feed is available through the Apple Podcast app for iPhone, Google Podcast app for Android, whatever app you listen to your podcast. You can also find Rock M Radio on Spotify. If you're looking for a podcast about your favorite team that is not the Missouri Tigers, Fan First Sports Network is your answer. A full podcast network loaded with the team-specific podcasts covering Major League Baseball, the NFL, NHL, NBA, MLS, and more. And we'll be back with more episodes of Rock M Radio coming to you soon.